Right, come and we'll start in a child's pose. So just take your knees out wide, sit your hips back to the heels, rest your forehead down, and then just rock your hips a little from side to side. So just stretch your hips back, try and lengthen the lower back, open into the chest and the shoulders. Take an inhale, look forwards, lift the chest slightly, and then exhale, see if you can settle deeper into that stretch. Inhale, lift your chest, open, extend through the back. Exhale, settle back down. 2 more, inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Push down into the hands, rise up to all fours, hands and knees. Just work through a few rounds of cat-cow. So open your chest forwards, send your tailbone back. And then exhale, pull the waist in, really contract around the waist. I want you to strengthen around the abdominals. Inhale forwards. Exhale round. Inhale forwards. Exhale round, and then hold that rounded shape through the back. Keep your waist pulling in. Tuck your toes and just hover the knees an inch off the floor. So just hold yourself there, really pulling navel to spine. Feel the contraction, feel the strength. Shift your shoulders an inch further forwards over the wrists. Feel the upper abdominals start to work, the shoulders. And then just stretch back into downward facing dog. Lift your hips up to the sky. Stretch out the back of the legs. Give your head a bit of a shake. Nod from side to side. Pedal through the feet. So just stretch through the soles of the feet, the calves, the hamstrings. Big breath in. Big breath out. And then come forwards into a plank position. Fall onto the outside edge of the left foot for a side plank. So if you want to rest the left knee, then you can, or just reach the right arm up to the sky. Lower your hips an inch, and then using that left side waist, pull your hips back up. So lower just a little, and then pull your hips back up. So it's this slight squeeze on that left side. 1 more. And lift. Switch. Take your right hand down, roll over to face the left side of your room. Right knee can rest. If you need to, slight lower of the hips. Squeeze that right side waist. Bring it back up. Lower down. Squeeze the waist. Last one. And lift. Bring your left hand down, both knees to the floor. And then take the knees a bit wider so you're not quite so narrow, a bit of a stronger base. Take your left hand a hand further forwards. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, thread your right arm all the way underneath the left. Stretch to the left side of the room. Rest the right shoulder. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, thread all the way through. Just for a moment, let the shoulder rest. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pass it through. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pass it through. Come back. Place your right hand down. Remember to take it a little bit further forward so you've got more space. Left arm up to the sky. And exhale, left hand comes all the way through. Inhale to the sky. Exhale through. So each time I want you to see if you can find more space, more rotation. Lift those left fingertips higher. And bring it through. Last one. And take it through. Place both hands down, so bring them back now so the hands are under the shoulders. Tuck your toes, hover the knees just an inch off the floor, and then bring your right knee to tap your right elbow. and take it back. Left knee, left elbow, and take it back. Go once more each side. So trying to keep the shoulders still, just using the waist to bring that knee in. Take it back to downward facing dog. Stretch through the backs of the legs, hamstrings, around the hips, the lower back. Take a big inhale and exhale. Come forwards to your plank position. Keep the arms straight, toes are tucked. Let your hips rest down so they come towards the floor. Just take an upward facing dog. Stretch through the front of the body. And then come back into a child's pose. Just for a moment, take one breath and exhale. Walk your knees forwards, all the way to the top of the mat, cross your feet and take a seat. Take your feet out in front of you. Plant the feet to the floor and bring them a bit closer so your big toes touch, your inner ankles touch. Reach your arms out to the side. So you're sat, first of all, on your seat bones, your back straight. Then I want you to curl into the lower back, come off the seat bones onto the tailbone. So you've got a big rounded shape through the lower back. Point both toes and hover them just off the floor. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale with that leg straight. See if you can lower it down without touching the ground. Inhale, lift it back up. If it's too much, rest your left leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Bend your right knee. So either right toes to the floor or hover. Inhale, lengthen your left leg. Exhale, lower it down. Keep the belly pulling in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 4, 3. Belly in. 4, 2. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Bring both knees together. Hold on to them. Rock back. Bring the knees into the chest. And just rock from side to side. If you have a ball, place the ball between the thighs. If you don't have a ball, just squeeze your knees together. So back is flat on the floor. Knees are above the hips. You can take the hands to the back of the head and just lift the head slightly. So there's a bit more upper abdominal work. Just helps you secure the back into the floor. Either squeezing the knees or the ball. Keep the knees bent. Toes tap the floor and lift back up. Squeeze the ball or the knees. Toes tap the floor and lift back up. As you're doing this, try and push the lower back down so you're not letting the upper back arch too much. 8, lift, 7, 6. You can look to your belly button and just make sure you're pulling in around that area. 5, lift, 4, 3, 2, last one. Take that ball out, just take it to the side, bring both knees in, and then stretch your legs all the way up to the sky. The knees can be soft, but you're gonna have your legs up. Take your arms out to the side, so spread them out to the side, so you kind of push down in the arms. Squeezing the feet together, squeezing the ankles and the knees together. Draw circles with the feet, so they're not gonna move apart. One big circle, so about the size of a big watermelon, or about the size of your Pilates circle if you have one. We're going 4 in each direction. So control that movement down in the hips and the pelvis. If you feel like you've got the control, you can take those circles even bigger. Just trying not to move around and jolt around too much through the lower back. After you've done 4 in each direction, just pause And then you're going to go the other way. And make sure you keep that inner ankle, inner knee, inner thigh connection. And then your last one. Okay, you're going to stop with the legs there. Now, if you have a circle, take it between the ankles. If you have a ball, sorry. If you don't, you're just holding the ankles together. Hold the back of the head, interlace the fingers again, and then lift your head, neck, shoulders, so you can pull the belly in, navel to spine. You're going to extend the legs as far as you can control before the lower back wants to lift, and then bring it back up. So you're either with a ball or you've just got the feet together. And bring it back. Squeezing the ankles if you don't have a ball. And bring it back. So the moment you feel like the lower back wants to lift, you just stop there. So even if it's just a couple of inches and you're coming back. Inhale. Exhale. So don't hold the breath, whatever you do. 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, bend your knees, place the feet to the floor, relax the arms out to the side, let both knees fall to the right, just gaze over to the left, take a twist through that left hip, release through the back, and then other side, let your knees go to the left, arm out to the right, stretch through that right hip. And then come back. Soles of the feet together and have your toes, inner toes to touch, inner ankles to touch. So you've got a really narrow stance. They're right next to one another. Place your arms down by the side. Roll your hips up to the floor, off the floor, sorry, up towards the sky. So you've got shoulders, hips, knees in one line. Now keep them there. Don't let the hips drop any lower. Hold them up. You're just going to let the knees come apart and then close the knees back together. Let the knees move apart and close the knees back together without letting the hips drop for 8. Bring them back together. 7. Back together. Keep pushing your hips up. 6. Together. 5. Together. 4. Together. 3. Together. 2. Together. Last one. Together. Now wriggle your feet so they're hip width. Your hips are still high to the sky. Lift your toes so you're balancing on your heels. Drive your heels down. Lift your hips a couple more inches. Hold it for 10. 9. Really squeeze the glutes. So squeeze the back of the hips. And at the same time, try and pull your belly button in. So you're not just sticking the belly up to the sky. There's some control through the front of the body as you lift the hips. 3, 2, 1. Roll your hips back down to the floor. So take your time, roll the spine down. Really nicely, slowly massaging the spine down to the ground. Now bring the soles of the feet together and take your knees out wide. So just let the inner thighs, the inner hips open. You can give the knees a gentle flutter, a little bit of a rock from side to side. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Now hands to the outside of your thighs, bring them back together. Soles of the feet back down to the floor. Again, hip width now, so not so narrow. Roll the spine off the floor. So tuck your tailbone, push down into the feet. And not just the feet, but grip the mat with the toes as well. Notice the strength that brings into the hamstrings. Now I want you to keep the hips where they are. So maybe place your hands just onto the hip bones at the front of the pelvis. So you have a marker for the height. I don't need to let the hips drop away from your hands. Walk your feet 1 inch away from you And then reset. So push your hips back up to the sky if they have fallen, holding it there, and then walk them another inch away from you. Hold them high. So working towards extending the legs out. I'm going to go once more. And lift your hips up to the sky. Try and keep that idea of tucking the tailbone. So don't let your tailbone drop down. Tuck the tailbone. And then roll your spine down to the ground. Taking your time. Bring your knees into the chest. Take your knees out wide. Soles of the feet to the sky. Happy baby. So reach up for your feet. Pull the knees down. Maybe try and kick your heels away. That's quite a lot of work on the hamstrings. So just stretch out the backs of the legs. Take an inhale. And an exhale. One more breath in. And breath out. Bring the knees back together. Rock up to a seat. Place your feet down to the floor. Now, if you have a circle, grab your circle. If you don't worry about it. So if you don't, you're just going to hold your hands out in front of you with a bit of space between them. If you have a circle, hold on to the circle, fingers long, so don't grip it. Pull your belly button in and roll down. So curl into the back, hold it there. You're going to inhale, reach your arms up to the sky till your biceps meet the ears. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale up till your biceps meet the ears. Exhale, lower. The more you roll down in the spine, the harder that's going to be. So 3 more in and out. Breath in and out. Last one. Exhale, bring it down. So your arms are reaching out in front of you on the circle or not. Stretch your right leg away. Point the right toes. Inhale, bring your circle over to the right or your hands. Exhale here. Inhale all the way up and over to the left. Inhale up and over. Exhale. So like you're drawing a big semicircle. Inhale up. Exhale, bring it down. So if you don't have a circle, you're just coming inhale up. Exhale down. We'll all go 3 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last one, in and out. Rest the circle if you have it. Roll down onto your back. Right leg is still extended. Hold on to the back of the head. Elbows out to the side. And then curl your head, neck, shoulders up off the floor. Bend your right knee into the chest. Left elbow, right knee. Inhale back. Exhale, curl up, left elbow, right knee. So we're just staying with that same side. Inhale back. Exhale, curl up, make a connection. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 4, 3. Exhale. 4, 2. Exhale. And last one. Exhale. Hold on to the front of the right shin, bring the knee into the chest, stretch your left leg out and pull that right knee all the way over to the left side, right arm out. There's a twist through that right hip. Big breath and let it go. Come back to center. Come all the way up to a seat. Bend both knees in. Extend the left leg. Take your circle if you have it, or just your hands. Inhale, draw that arch. Exhale, bring it down. Curl into the back, remember, so don't be sat with a straight back. Curl into it. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down, really pulling in through the waist. Inhale. Exhale. 4, 3. Bring it down. 4, 2. Down. Last one. Down, circle to the floor, come all the way onto your back. Hands support the back of the head. Left knee comes into the chest. Inhale, elbows back. Exhale, curl up, right elbow, left knee. Inhale, back. Exhale, curl up and twist. Inhale, back. Exhale. Inhale, back. Exhale. Breath in and out. Breath in and out. On your last one, stay back. Elbows out, bring both knees into the chest. And then position your knees. So at the moment, you've probably brought them in further than your hips. I want you to push your knees back so they stack over the hips. So you have a 90-degree bend at the back of the knees and 90 degrees with the hips and the belly. Elbows out to the side. Inhale, push your elbows into the floor. Exhale, lift your head, neck, chest, but keep the elbows wide. Look to the belly button. Inhale, take the upper body back. Exhale, curl and lift. Belly in. Inhale, back. Exhale, curl and lift. Inhale. Exhale. 5 more, and then we're having a big rest from the ab work. 4. Inhale. 3. Inhale. Try and keep your elbows wide. Try not to be tempted to round them in and squash the head inwards. 2. Last one. And down. Okay. Let your legs go long. Roll over onto your front so you can roll facing the back of the mat and just push down into your hands so you can stretch out through the waist, through the front of the body. Take a couple of big, deep breaths in and out. Breathe in and out. Sit back, hips to heels. So just sit all the way back, toes pointed back behind you. Take a side stretch, so right arm out to the side, left arm up and over. Open out that left side of the waist. And then just roll some circles into your wrist. Stretch out the side of the body. And then other side, left hand down, right arm up and over. Stretch out around that wrist. And then come to all fours. So hands and knees. Now, if you have a ball, you can have it ready with you. We're going to use it in a moment. If you don't, that's okay. So start on hands and knees. Keep a neutral spine. So try not to let the back dip. Try and stay flat through the back. Stretch your right leg out. So the toes tap down to the floor. Really focus on pulling the waist in. Look to your left knee. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. And then exhale, lower down. So normally we come down to the elbows to stop us dropping into the back, but I want you to control it here. So really think about pulling the belly button in so you don't overarch into the lower back. Lifting and lowering. Lifting and lowering. So small, subtle movements. 5, lower, 4, lower, 3, 2, 1. Now, if you have a ball, reach for it. You're going to place that ball behind the back of the leg, and you're going to hold it with your heel. So you're here, you're holding that ball in. We're all going to come down to the forearms. I'll give you an option if you don't have a ball in a moment. So everyone come to forearms, and you're just going to lift the right knee and lower. Lift the right knee and lower. If you don't have a ball, you're just going to hold that right heel into the glute, kick up, and bring it down. Bring it up and down. You have a ball, it just is a little bit more specific. You're going to lift and lower, lift and lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now extend that right leg out. So take the ball out, toes pointed this time. Lift the right leg high and lower down. Lift the right leg and lower down. Waist in, lift and lower, lift and lower. 4, 3, bring it in. 2. On 1, you're going to hold it up, come up to your hands. So your right leg is stretching back. Reach, losing. We'll see how we go. Reach your left arm forwards. Inhale. Exhale, round, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Exhale, round in. When you reach, really fully stretch. And then pull in. 5. Pull in. 4. Pull in. 3. Pull in. 2. Pull in. Last one. Pull in. Place that knee down. Tuck the toes and just stretch your hips up to the sky. Take a moment to stretch out the back of the right leg. Relax the head. Push down into the hands. Rock your hips from side to side. So just open around the hips, the lower back. Create a bit more space. And then rest to the knees. Walk your hands, one hand further forwards. Pull your belly in, so don't drop in the back, pull in. Shoulders come over wrists. We're just going to lower halfway. So elbows graze the side of the body as you come down. Keep the chest open by looking beyond the top of the mat. And then push back up. 4 more. Lower down. And push back up. Even if you can't lower that far, just lower an inch or so. And then push back. And gradually with time, you'll come lower down. Last one. Push back. Sit to a child's pose, walk the hands in. Take both arms up to the sky. Stretch your left tricep. So bend your left elbow. Left hand reaches down the back. Stretch and open the tricep. And other side. Big breath. Okay, then come back. Hands, knees, waist in so we don't drop in the back. So imagine you're keeping a tray on your back and your back has to stay perfectly flat. Take your left leg back, toes tuck so the heel extends away. Lift that left leg and lower. So look to your right knee and then that way you don't compromise into the back of the neck. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 5. Lower. 4. 3. 2. On 1, either you're taking the ball, placing it behind the back of the leg and holding it with the calf, or you're just bending that left knee. Come down to your forearms, look to the right knee. Inhale, lift the left knee to the sky. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. So it doesn't need to be quick or rushed. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. 4. Lower. 3. Lower. 2. Lower. On 1, hold that leg up, take the ball out. If you have a ball, extend the leg, point the toes, tap the toes to the floor, and then point and extend that left leg away. Lower down and lift back and up. Lower down, lift back and up. Really point and stretch as you lift. So we want to lengthen, reach back and up and bring it down. 5. Lower. 4. 3. 2. 1. Hold it there, rise up to your hands. So you've got the left leg extended, so reach your right arm out, inhale. Exhale, round, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. When you round, I want you to arch as much as you can through the back, so pull the belly in. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in and out. And I want you to really fully extend, so reach as far as you can and then round. 4. Pull in. 3. Pull in. 2. Pull in. And last one. Pull in. Place the knee down, the hand down. Tuck your toes and just stretch your hips up to the sky. So open the backs of the legs. Take 5 big breaths here. So just stretching the heels away. If you like, rocking the hips, moving around the hips, the lower back. Give the head a bit of a shake. Make sure you're not carrying any tension in the back of the neck. And then come forwards to a plank position. Rest your left knee to the floor. Right leg to the back of the mat. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. If you want to, take that bottom leg out as well. So you're in a full plank. If you're not doing option 1, that bottom knee is bent, you're going to lower down and you're just going to lift from that left side waist. So just coming up and down here. If you're extending both legs, you're going to inhale, lift the hips, reach that top arm over. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale, down. Everyone, 1 more. Inhale, lift up and over. Exhale, lower down. Swap over. Rest the knees. Give your wrists a shake in the middle if you like. Other side. So when your right knee is down, your left arm is up. Maybe you're just lowering the right hip to the floor and then lifting up. There's still plenty of work there. Or both legs are stretching, lifting the hips, reaching overhead. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale, bring it down. Final one. And bring it down. Rest both hands, rest both knees. Come off the wrists. Give them a little bit of a shake. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Big inhale. And a big exhale. Okay, just come forwards, cross the feet behind you and have a seat. Take the legs out in front. Left leg extends. Right knee comes in, and then step that right foot over the left thigh. Wrap your left arm around the right thigh and stretch your right arm back into space so you're not resting on the hand. Now pull that left thigh in as close as you can to the chest. You really feel the stretch in the outside of the right hip. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring it back to center, switch. Take your right leg out, step your left foot over the right thigh, wrap your right arm around the left thigh, reach back into space, pulling that right thigh in close. So as much as we're focusing on the twist, we need to pull and feel a stretch in the outside of the left thigh. For 3. Keep breathing. For 2. And final 1. Okay, and then come back. Stretch your legs out. Last one. So legs squeeze together, point the toes, reach your arms out, pull the belly button in, start to roll down to the floor. So tuck your tailbone, that's what starts the movement, and then roll the spine down to the ground. Take your time. Reach the arms overhead, full inhale. Exhale, reach the hands back up to the sky. Curl the head, neck, shoulders off the floor. Use your belly to pull you up, even if you need to use a bit of momentum. Stretch forwards, tap the toes, the ankles or the shins, and then roll it back down. So squeeze the inner thighs. Pull all the way up through the inner thighs to the belly. Roll it down. Doesn't matter if you drop or you need a bit of momentum to start with. The control will come. Reach the arms over. Exhale, bring them back up. Reach beyond the toes. Pull the belly in. So you're almost trying to pull yourself back as you reach forwards. Tap the toes. 2 more. Roll it down. Belly in. Inner thighs squeeze. Body lies back to the floor. Arms come overhead. Exhale, reach up. So you're pulling the belly in as your arms stretching out in front of you, reaching towards the toes. And then this will be your last one. All the way down. Inner thighs squeeze, toes point, spine rolls down, arms reach up and over. Big inhale. Exhale, last one, come back up. Use some momentum. Stretch to the toes. And relax the head. Forward fold. Toes can come back so they point towards the face. Relax the upper body. Just rock from side to side a bit through the shoulders. See if you can wriggle slightly further forwards. Stretch the hands to the side of the shins, the ankles. Reach through the fingertips, open through the shoulders, the back, the lower back. Take a big inhale and exhale. Walk the hands in. Bend your knees, take the soles of the feet together. Hold on to the front of the ankles, shins. Inhale, lift your chest to the ceiling. And then exhale, round into the back. Pull the belly button in. Feel the backs of the shoulders open. Inhale, lift nice and tall. Squeeze the shoulders back, open the chest. Exhale, round into the spine. Last one. Inhale, lift really tall in the seat. Exhale, round into the spine. From here, just start to walk your hands forwards. Let the spine come forwards, reaching as far towards the top of the mat as you can. Knees pushing out to the side, hands stretching away, head, neck, shoulders relaxed. And quite a lot of work around the hips, the waist, and the glutes. So let the knees move out. Feel that big stretch into the outside of the hips. Walk both hands over to the right, but stay nice and low. So you feel a good stretch through that left side. And then do the same to the other side. Walk your hands over to the left, stretch out that right side. Come back to center. Sit nice and tall, just cross the legs for a normal seat. Hands on the knees. Close the eyes, just position yourself. So if you need to have a bit of a wriggle, lift the crown of the head up to the ceiling. Just take a couple of shoulder rolls. So draw the shoulders up. And then as you exhale, pull them back and down. Draw your shoulders up. And pull them back and down. One last time, draw them up. And pull them back and down. Reach your arms to the sky. Inhale. Bring your hands into prayer heart center. Have a fabulous Monday and a good week. I will see you on Thursday.